Welcome everyone, standing up today to start with some footwork. And please only do what's right for you, geared towards general fitness today. Just as a side note, we are just catching up before I start to turn the audio on, so just follow me and enjoy. I'm just going to start to do a little bit wider steps here, and then notice where your foot position is. If you have the feet parallel, and then we take it into more of a wider step. And then here too, if you feel that you find that you might cramp, just let me know. It's good. But I want to try to get into the glutes as we start here. So you can squeeze the front of the legs, you can squeeze the back of the legs, and then the toes, you're going to start to really grip the floor. And we're just going to take it down. Think of a body roll combined with your squat. So I'm going to squat down and then bend forward, tucking the tailbone, letting the head, neck, and shoulder rest as you roll back up. Does that make sense? And then you could even have the arms out over the shoulder or
just
up over
the line. 1 sec.
Yep. Yeah. So are the hips happy at that position?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get into the muscles that attach into the sacrum and into the tailbone. So I'm moving back and forth here because it helps the pelvic floor, it helps abdominal pressure and the foot, obviously. And then we'll come back into your center here. Let's do another couple here. So we'll just take your squat down. Then when you are in this bent over position, you could push the knees backwards a little bit so I can feel the inner and outer side of the foot. And then you tuck the tailbone and go into your C shape. So I can feel a nice neck stretch down the spine there. And then pull up. Let's go ahead and add your arm stretch. Let's do that one more time. So again, you're trying to find where you are situated between front and back of the foot. Make sure you can feel your glutes, pushing the knees a little bit wider. I'm going to tuck the tailbone, tuck the head, engage, and then pull up. Catch my breath. And then as you come, as the arms are over the head, you can heel toe your feet back into your center. And the same thing here. So you're going to go into a parallel foot and make sure that we're not bringing the knees forward. So as you squat down, I can definitely feel the back of the legs, glutes, the whole foot. Tuck the tailbone under. So I can feel a stretch through the arms, neck, down into the glutes. Does that feel okay so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the arms over the head. Then again, I'm just going to bend right down. You can even drop the hands to the floor. So think of your heel position. And then as you come out of that, the arms are up over the head. I'm going to bring the feet even closer together. And that's it. Okay, chin to chest. Inhale, down. So your body will down. When you go as low as you're comfortable with, you're going to bend the knees. So your chest is on the way to the legs there, and then you roll back up. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. And then the arms can come up over the head, and then back down. So it's a chin tuck, inhale, chin to chest. And then exhale as we roll all the way down. As low as you're comfortable, you can have your hands on the legs or on the floor. And then we're just going to bend the knee. Try to get the chest or your stomach on the legs. And then you exhale. As we come up. Let's do that one more time. So it's an inhale, chin to chest. Exhale as we start to roll down. You can feel the body weight into the front of the legs and into the heels, making sure I'm not rolling the ankles. Bending the legs, exhale, rolling back up. As you come up, the hands are going to be on the pelvis, And then again, we're going to go back into your footwork. All right, I'm going to go into a little bit of balance work here. So paying attention to where your most body weight is if you're coming into the front of the foot. As you lift and lower, it's hard to balance and talk at the same time. So your standing leg, when the heel hits the floor and up, either, depending on your ability, can you squeeze your glutes as you lift and lower, or maybe only when that standing leg comes down to the floor. I'm going to try to get you to be constant, especially with the glutes. And then just be mindful of where your knees are. Okay. 2 more on each side. Feel for the lower belly, pelvic floor. That's it. And then we'll have the hands out to the side. I'm hoping you can see all of me. Okay. Here again, we're just going to look left to right. And as I do that, I'm going to spin the hands. Draw the shoulders, close the ribs. Deepen the breath. And really stretching through your digits. So you can feel the wrist, the palm, draw the shoulders down. Really think about your tricep and the back of the arms and the shoulders here. And maybe you're twisting the ribs a little bit. We'll do 1 more on either side. And then as you come back into your center, the arms can stay out wide. And I'm just going to bend one leg, squeeze the glutes of the standing leg, and we're going to pull this knee up as high as you can, flexing the foot. Exhale as you lift. So imagine that you're on the combo chair and your toes are on the pedals and your hand, we're trying to lift the pedals up. Good. 2 more if you have it in you. I can see your head, so I can see that you haven't fallen over, which is a good sign. Arms are going to come forward. I'm going to try to bend that standing leg. Think of a little lunge. So stick the booty back and then back up again. 2 more. Inhale down. If you can, as she falls, pull that knee up into the chest as you bend down. 1 more. And then just slowly lower that leg. We'll do your body roll. Whew. You're breathing. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale as you roll down. Take your breath there. On the exhale, we're going to go right into the other side. So you can have your hands on your hips or out to the side. Tighten up. Find your center with the intention of keeping this core. I'm going to have you flex that top leg. Exhale. This is great because you're working a lot of everything. Core, balance, and you're getting a nice glute stretch on that top leg. 3 more. And then I'm going to try to get you to bend into your standing leg. Nice and easy. Even if you just soften that standing leg is great. Otherwise, can you sink that hip back as if you're going to sit down? And then up. Use your footwork. Nice. Last one. Woo. Body roll down. What's worth, the arms or the legs there? Exhale as you roll down.
Legs.
Woo. One more standing element and then we'll take it to the floor. Okay, so to catch my breath. Here again, I'm just going to wiggle side to side. Again, this is working interior into the pelvic floor, inner thighs, manipulating in and around the sacrum. And then if you can, try to bend one knee and up. Push into the floor like you would push the reformer away when you're standing on the carriage. Think of that skating exercise. And then also working the toes. So as you lower down, the heel right up into the sit bone. Connect, and maybe you can feel a deepening in that inner thigh and the hamstring. I'm going to add a rotation. You can keep the hands on the hip and then just bring kind of the chest towards the inner thigh of that bent knee. And then back up. So I'm again trying my best to keep the hips level as we rotate the torso. One more on the other side. And you can work the tummy here. So I can feel a really nice connection from the toes into the back of the leg, into the hips and pelvic floor. Back to neutral, last time to the side. Nice work. And then we'll step the feet together. We're going to take it to the mat. How comfortable are you if I were just to lunge down like that? Are you okay with that?
Yep.
Okay.
I might just move you. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, you've come.
It's okay, I'm here. Just hit the, sometimes when you touch the frame, it goes black, okay. But I'm still here. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to go into a little hip stretch here. If that knee is not comfortable, you can roll your mat up or put a towel forward, but I'm going to try to come forward over your patella and then back. Okay. So, are you happy here, Sharon, so far?
Yep.
Squeeze the bum. It helps to open the hips. Engage, engage, engage. All right, 2 ways you can come out of this. You can bring your hands to the floor and change legs, or stay up, carefully changing legs. There's your neutral, and again, I'm being mindful of your alignment here. So that stability through the hip line can be a little bit challenging as we move forward. Feel a stretch in that front leg, definitely. Exhale as you push back. And again, if it's not comfortable, just bring one hand to the floor. You can also tuck the toes under. That feels a good support on the knee, but it makes the exercise harder. I'm going to do one more. After your second one here, we'll come into your hands and knees. Yeah. Tighten the tummy. And down. So with your cat stretch, bring your knees a little bit further back so they're right under the hip line. Sometimes we take it in a little bit too close and you miss out on that lower back. So can you feel when you do your cat stretch that you're hinging from your sacrum and the rib cage? And we'll just do 5 again. So you're going to exhale into your cat stretch. Keep the core engaged. Inhale, looking up towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulders, exhale, close the ribs. You can squeeze here the muscle or just relax. Inhale, look up. Exhale. I'm going to do one more. And then as you come out of that, you can push back into your down dog or child pose. I might just keep the toes tucked under just because it feels good today, but you don't have to. Then on the next breath, you'll come up onto 4-point again. And I'm going to start to dip the hips. At that point, you want to definitely squeeze your bum, push the floor away, and then back again. We'll do 5. After your 5th one, we're going to have you lie to the floor for some sideline work. Good. Coming forward, squeeze the bum. Careful not to dip into that lower back. Okay, so here we'll take it to the mat. So I'm just going to kick one leg forward, line all the way down. I'm hoping you can see me all right. Okay. And then we'll come up. If you know that you have a tighter side, we'll work that side first. Otherwise, try your best to get into your 90 degrees. So this leg I'm pushing into the floor with the pinky toe, the heel, and the knee. It's a little challenging. And then in doing so, does it start to rotate your pelvis? We're going to try to best keep our best neutral. And then this leg is going to extend out. It's going to kick. 50% back. Good. Kick. 50% back. Good. And kick. Neck is nice and long. Long inhale. Nice. 2 more. And then as your second one finishes, let's bring that leg parallel to the floor again. Hip height. And we just lift it up and down. Okay, so as the foot lowers, you might feel yourself lift up, which is fine, but we want to also feel where your neutral is. That looks good. And do you feel that your foot, it looks nice, but can you feel that the foot is parallel to the floor so you get the back of that leg? Nice work. This is tough today. My body, I'm warming up right away. Now, if you're happy, I'm going to go ahead and straighten both legs. Do the best you can here. If it's uncomfortable, let me know, but squeeze the hips and the glutes and the tummy. And we're going to try our best to lift both legs up off the mat. And then you could have both arms over the head or just using the floor for your support. Bottom leg is going to push into the top. Nice. Good. Align the ribs to the pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to have you onto the stomach, Sharon. Let's do some leg work first. And then we'll make sure that the back is happy, and then we'll come onto the back. So when you're lying down here, you can have your head up, and we're just going to kick and kick. So just to see how the quads are, because I know sometimes they get tight with you. So tighten the stomach. I'm going to engage really deeply in pushing the pubic bone down into the mat. And some like to look up. It's up to you. And you'll exhale. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. So at your own tempo, and you're trying to keep as still as possible. Long inhale, long exhale. Feel if your body is rotating or moving side to side. Try to keep as still as possible. 2 more. And then what I'm going to have you do is lie down onto the mat. And then both legs are going to start kicking. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we've got the navel drawn in. Long inhale, exhale. If we can work on your 3D breathing, we can help that abdominal pressure with the hernia above, but it's in a difficult location. So combination of things help with that. Can you feel the glutes and the hamstring? Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to have you roll right to the same side so we can do a chest opener, and then we'll come on to hands and knees. So I'm just going to slide over. And then your chest opener, you can lift out and around. So normally with fractures and things, we're always super, super cautious about kind of these twisting elements. So just be mindful. If you feel something sensitive, let me know. Okay. Do you want to try lying on the back, or do you want to come up to hands and knees?
I'm trying lying on the back.
Okay. You can also walk the feet a little bit wider and then just wiggle side to side. And then try just to get a little bit longer. And then in future too, or I don't know if you have anything by your feet, but what you could do is have, normally the feet are up on the bar, but by having your feet up on something, we could help get rid of that gap underneath.
Right. A cushion, maybe?
That might help, yeah. You can also put the cushion under the hips, you know, if and be a little bit inverted. That's also good to do. Feet there, right? I like that. Okay. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so here, we're just gonna swing side to side. If you feel that it feels alright, you could take the feet all the way down, but I wanna do a little bit of a piriformis stretch to see how that glute feels. So your tighter side, let's lift the ankle up and it's gonna cross on top of the opposite knee. And then you could flex your foot here. And then again, just wiggling side to side. Okay, now this can get progressively stronger. You should feel okay, but you might even notice here at this position that one side as you rock is a lot more prominent than the other. You can also hike the hip up and down rather than just lifting the leg. And when you're ready, if you're gonna lift the other leg, you'll pull that up. This is where it gets a lot tighter. And then you can even hang on to that foot. Hang out here if you're comfortable, or you cross the leg and then you can grab the other leg. Can you see me all right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, okay. It's hard to explain. Okay. So this is very, very strong on the sacrum area and into the piriformis and down the hamstrings into the glutes. And then we'll just shake it out and do the same on the other side. So I'm going to take one foot on top of the other knee. I'm going to flex the foot, rock a little bit. This side is not as tight, so I'm going to take it right away. Same idea. So far the foot is on top of the hip, on top of the opposite knee. And explore that range. The other variation again would be just to cross the legs. And you can, if you want to, hang on to the shins on both legs and then pull the legs up so they're the same height. Do you feel any different degrees of tightness in that position? All right, so again, this is more protective. This gets harder. So you can also have yourself higher up. And I'm just gonna add a little chest stretch here. So the hand is holding the weight of the head. The floor is supporting you, and the objective is to get more space in your chest area. So you don't have to encourage the stomach, and you're just gonna swing side to side and just really deepen the breath. Almost as if someone's rocking you. So you're using your hand and the floor for support. And then as you come into your neutral, again, not engaging anything, when you come back into a nice settled position, then we lift the hip and you can twist and then lower the hip and come out of that twist. Again, very relaxed. You should feel, I'm hoping that dizziness go away. And then do directed breathing. So you could try, it's a lot harder to do directed breath, but we would practice breathing into the armpit or behind the middle back, the intercostals at the back, which is hard to do as we do this. So I generally just have normal, gentle breath. Notice if your stomach grips as well. Are you able to relax these muscles or do they stay engaged? If that's something also that you've newly found, that you hold the emotion in the gut or they're tight, then we'd want to release generally done with massage and just meditation. Okay, so I'm going to take you back into hands and knees. And here you can have the knees wide. If it feels okay, again, this is contraindicated at the moment, it sounds like, but you could come down onto the forearms. I just want to again do some circles. And again, learn if it's better for you not to do so much movement. Maybe you just want to go forward and back. And worst case, your hands would be up on a chair or up on the sofa. Yeah. Should we try the other side? Does it feel better?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. So I tell you what we could do, if you take your pillow, you don't have to lie all the way to the floor. You can be at an angle like that. It's just a bit tricky to hang on to. So the idea obviously is to keep that neutral spine, which is hard to do with something under the armpit. When you're ready, I'm going to try to get into really good 90-90. Top leg is going to lift, and again, you're engaging. Extend that leg. So targeting the back of the leg, the hip stretch, back of the leg stretch, and we'll pull forward and back. I'm trying to think of what I did this weekend. Everything is so tight right now. I know what we did. We went for a walk. There was a big hill near us, and one of us walked backwards up the hill while the other one in front did lunges, walking lunges. That's why. And then we tried to tag each other, and then we'd switch. Feeling it today. Good. That looks good. Do you feel dizzy in this position?
No.
Good, okay. And bottom leg, might take this away. So you're going to try your best to lie all the way down into your neutral. And then bottom leg is going to push the top leg up. I see some muscle tone in the arms. That looks good. You feeling stronger these days?
Yeah.
Are you using your hand weights at all?
No.
Shoot for another 8 here. Now on your lift, sometimes you might feel this in your back. So make sure that the glutes are engaged and your tummy's engaged, because you don't even have to lift that high yet. 2. Good. I'm going to go ahead and pull the knees in. We'll do your chest opener here. So if it's discomfort, you don't option over the head or over the body. And down. Just going to reach. Let's do another 3. And then after the third, let's go ahead and come back up onto our mermaid on the other side. So I've got the bottom hand is holding the weight of the head. You can even use the fingers to massage the back of the neck. And then as your circle completes, I'm going to take that support arm and lift up. Sneak a little cat stretch in, and then we'll slide around to the other side of the mermaid stretch. That's it. Yeah, look up there. Exhale as you go into your... And as you do this, do you feel your body weight in both legs and above upper arms, upper body? So we're not just in the arms, right? Good. And then again, you can push back and forth. inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. Nice. Let's do one more. As you come out of that, let's go ahead and swing into the mermaid to the other side. So if you're not comfortable in that position, you can stack the feet. Yeah, same idea, just having the hand behind the head. Also think of where your elbow position is. So I'm not flaring out here. And then again, using both arms to support, you're just gonna rock back and forth. Relax the stomach. Try your best to just release any tension through your gut. This is great because it's massaging into the hips as well. We'll do 2 more, and then I'm going to add that rotation and hip hike. So as you come back out, let's go ahead and add the hike. So I'm going to pull up and down, and there you could use your floor to push into and then pull into. So you start to work the muscles underneath the arm. Big inhale. And then we'll add that rotation. So as your hips hit the floor, I'm going to again kind of spiral. If you have flexibility, you can then add your chest lift and down and out. And again, paying attention to if you're gripping in the stomach or in the shoulders. Gonna do 1 more. Yeah, how's the shoulders there? It feels okay?
Fine. Yeah.
Going into your pigeon. Okay, so I'll come closer. Yeah, so we'll pull one knee up into the arms. That's it. And here too, if you like, you can squeeze the bum. Otherwise, I'm going to do a little bit of arm work here. Triceps. So tighten the tummy. We're going to press down and then squeeze the elbows to the body there. Exhale as you push up. And then you push the floor away as you come down. Push the floor away, back up again. Tighten the glutes and stomach. Inhale down. Exhale. 2 more, and then you can either go back into your hands and knees, or child pose, or down dog. So if you're, that's it, good. That's it. Exhale up. So coming into this down dog again might make you feel a little bit nauseous, so you maybe go into child pose with the head up. Does it feels okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the same arm, you're going to take it under, thread the needle, and up. Yeah, now if that's uncomfortable, just have the hand again behind the head. We'll do 5. And up. And again, if it hurts the wrist, we'll use a fist. Or you can bring the body weight back over the heels a little bit. Good. 2 more. Inhale under. Tighten the tummy. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, 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 inhale. And exhale. Good. And just give that wrist a little bit of a massage, and we'll just go ahead and go into your pigeon on the other side. I'm going to sneak in a little stretch, and then either from your plank or 4-point. Yeah. Can you feel a glute stretch there?
Yep.
Good. You might even feel it onto the hamstring and to the inner thigh. And well, let's go ahead and add our 5 press ups here. So I'm going to bring the hands a little bit closer towards the armpit and then push down and up here. Squeeze the tummy, squeeze the glutes. Inhale as we come down. That looks good. Exhale, 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 exhale. Nice. And draw the shoulders a little bit. Back looks good. Are your ankles okay in this position?
Yep.
That's it. One more. Inhale down. And carefully coming out of that. Again, if there's any tingling with that bottom leg, just give me a little bit of a foot stretch. And let's do our thread the needle on the other side. So I'll have you tuck the arm under or behind the head, pushing through the floor there, and either just keeping the hand on the hip or reach right up. Inhale under. Good. You can even have the knees a little bit wider. You can come back. It's all good. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Nice. Okay. Are your wrists happy?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm going to add a little bit more of footwork here and then we'll do some more back work. So from your hands and knees, if you extend one leg, if it's all right, I'm going to do a little bit of footwork here and then we'll lift the leg and swing side to side. So in doing this exercise, I do keep the toes down so I can feel the stretch through the base of the foot, in the calf. You can squeeze the leg here. So I can feel a little bit of stomach work, upper body obviously. And then when you find your center, I'm going to then engage and lift the leg and then we'll cross. So as you cross, you're going to look down towards the foot. So the outside of the foot is on the floor. Then we lift, and then I might bend the knee up so the body weight comes forward. And at that point, you could be laying on this leg. And down. And up. Good. Yeah, so you should feel a nice stretch all the way down the side of the hip there. Engage the tummy, engage, engage, engage. Now, that same leg extends away. You're going to roll over the other knee. We're going to come up. It's a little tricky. Nice work. That arm circles around towards the hip and back down. And then we'll do our cat stretch and let's move on to the other leg. So from our neutral, just simply extending that back leg, flexing and pointing the foot, being mindful of the weight of the head on the spine. I love this one because it feels really good through the toes, which connects right internally into the pelvic floor and the tummy, right up to the jaw. Let's do 2 more and then I'll have you lift the leg up, set that tummy up. Find your powerhouse, lift the leg, you're going to cross the body. Choose if you're going to turn to look. You can sink the hip there a little bit. Activate, I'm going to lift the leg, pull the knee up towards the other arm, and then roll into that leg. And then back to 4 point and lift. You're following really well. And up. Obviously you can go as high as you like with that leg. So this is similar to when we have the ropes in the foot on the reformer, working the whole body. lateral breath. Nice work. I'm going to take it back down to the mat, Sharon. So this is where I might have you on your stomach and the hands are under the forehead, and then we just do our shoulder elevations. That's always nice to do. Okay. But again, if it's not comfortable for whatever reason, just come back up to sitting. Okay, so just be mindful if you're twisted at all, or if the the quads are sticking to the floor, just shake it out a little bit and then just soften the muscles there. If this isn't comfortable, you can have your forehead on the floor with the arms down. And we're just lifting the shoulders up and down. So one direction is one breath. Think about your breathing technique here too. So if you do find that you're relaxing into the position and your belly breathing, that's fine. Otherwise, what we could do is engage the pelvic floor, pull the navel in, keep those muscles gently encouraged as you go into your 3D breathing. So you're trying to breathe through the back of the ribs, side of the ribs. So let's do 3 more. And on the third one, you hold down, and then we're going to lift the upper body up. So I'm going to encourage the muscles underneath the shoulders, tightening the tummy, pelvic floor, deepening it into the legs. And only when I feel secure, then we'll lift up. Inhale as you lower down, exhale up. Yeah. So the good thing that we could use to the benefit, like with the hernia there too, as we know, if the breath gets wrong and if there's too much pressure, it gets really uncomfortable. So with, how you were saying it was mimicking chest pains and everything, tightness in the chest muscles, abdominal pressure, digestion, it all plays a part. So a lot of this massage into the tummy, which is what we're doing now, together with your breathing, can really help. Then as you lower out of that, I might just have one side of the face on the floor, and then we'll just rock the hips for your neck stretch. So you can place the hands wherever you like, and then use them just to rock side to side. And then the feet, your legs can be even wider apart. So again, you're just allowing the body to do what it needs to do, massaging into the gut, deepening or relaxing the breath. And then we just switch sides. I'm going to look away for a moment. So I can feel a stretch right down the back of the neck there. You are massaging over that sensitive part in the chest, so just careful. Yeah. And then we'll push back up into your cat stretches. And again, let's just relax the tummy. And then as you come into your neutral, again, wagging side to side. So anything that you can do to kind of open any area, what am I trying to say? Kind of open that space up. Does that make sense? So should that help? And again, you can get into positions that are a little bit easier for this to open up together with the breathing. Yeah, so let's do your body rolls. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck the toes under. I can feel a nice stretch under under the toes, back into the heels, which we know is a little bit tight. And then only when you're ready, start to exhale as you come back up. Good. I'm gonna have the hands at the hip here, so right at the sacrum, and then you could potentially squeeze the elbows together. All right, so here you're tightening and you're tightening the glutes. And then choose if you're just going to lift the chin or if you're gonna, again, just bend back a little bit. Glutes are engaged, legs are engaged, muscles are working if you're extending back. And then back to your best neutral. Chin to chest. Exhale as you start to lower down. Take your breath. Exhale when you're ready to roll back up. Go right back into that same position in your own time. So the hands there protect the back, but you can also come up with the arms over the head. We'll do one more body roll. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale down. Maybe you want to bend the knees. And making that one count when you're ready to come back up on your exhale. Nice.